Rosslau was until 30 June 2007 a town in Saxony-Anhalt, Germany, belonging to the district Anhalt-Zerbst. After a fusion with the town of Dessau, it became eponym of the newly founded town of Dessau-Rosslau and a quarter of it. Rosslau is situated on the right bank of the Elbe, here crossed by two railway bridges, 3 meters by rail and of Dessau and 35 meters SE of Magdeburg. It has a ducal residence and old castle, a handsome parish church, and manufactures of machinery, paper, sealing wax, wire goods, sugar, bricks and chemicals. Rosslau became a town in 1603. History. The town, Rosslau, was first documented in 1215. In 1359, Dat Borchland zu Rosslau was mentioned. The name is of Dutch heritage and suggests the foundation and the settlement of Rosslau by inhabitants of the Dutch town Reusel in North Brabant. The construction of the bridge over the Elbe River occurred in 1583, and just 20 years later the town was chartered and received its right to hold markets. During the 30 Years' War the bridge was a scene of a battle. A few years later, in 1631, the bridge was destroyed. 6 years after that, imperial soldiers burned down the town. In 1717 the town was in flames again. In 1740 the town hall and castle were built. From 1765 to 1767 Rosslau was a point of origin for colonial crusades of the Russian Tsarina Catherine the Great, a princess of the Principality of Anhalt-Zerbst. In 1806 fleeing Prussians set the Elbe Bridge on fire again. From 1836 to 1838 Henry, Duke of Anhalt-Cothen prompted the renovation of the deteriorating medieval castle in a Gothic and Romantic fashion. In the following years a connection to the network of the Berlin-Anhalt Railway Company, the foundation of fabrics, newspapers and shipyards took place. In 1907 the tram line between Dessau and Rosslau was put into operation. In fall 1933 the National Socialist government of Anhalt set up one of the early concentration camps in the former Volkshaus in the Hauptstrasse 51 in which predominantly members of the Communist Party and Social Democratic Party were detained and deviled. In summer 1934 the concentration camp was closed. The remaining inmates were transferred to the concentration camp in Lichtenberg, aiding the town of Dessau in becoming the capital of the district. The town Rosslau became suburbanized into Dessau from the 1st of April 1935 to the 1st of April 1946, which gave the town the required number of 100,000 inhabitants. In 1952 the district of Rosslau was built out of the eastern part of the district of Zerbst. This gave Rosslau the status of a country town, which it held until 30 June 1994, before it became part of the Anhalt-Zerbst district. Until 1991 Rosslau was the base of the 7th Armored Division of the Soviet forces in Germany. The Elbe flood from 2002 exceeded the Elbe flood from 1845. Sites. The moated castle of Rosslau is a very popular location for open-air events and stage plays. The annual This Is Ska Festival takes part in the castle since 1997. There's also a country festival offering live acts, line dance and a western casino. The night dinner is a popular event too. The European Village was built after an architectural competition from 1993 to 1996. Architects' offices from Germany, the Netherlands, Austria, Hungary, Finland and France created the plans, and a few conspicuous buildings were built. Other places to see are the Old Müller and St. Mary's City Church. Traffic. The Bundesstraßen B184 and B187 go through Rosslau. Rosslau also has a main train station with connections to Dessau, Magdeburg, Berlin, Halle, Bitterfeld and Lutherstadt-Wittenberg. Sons and daughters: Gottfried Bandhauer, master builder of classicism; Gotthard Sachsenberg, officer, entrepreneur and politician; Richard Borley, architect; Wolfgang Schwenke, zoologist, entomologist and forest scientist; Bobby Bulker, actor and entertainer; Gunter Drybrot, a former handball player; Peter Müller, German art historian and publicist. Twin towns: Ibbenbüren, North Rhine-Westphalia; Raudnice nad Labem, Czech Republic.